Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine you're looking to expand your business into a vibrant new market, say Thailand.
Exciting prospect.
Totally. You've meticulously crafted your products, refined your strategy, you're all set. But then how do you go beyond just selling? How do you actually build that lasting loyalty?
Yeah, deep connection.
Especially with customers who might see things through a completely different cultural lens. It's way more complex than just, translating your website, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. What truly sets the Thai market apart and what this deep dive is really about is that it kind of flips the traditional sales script.
Flips the script. How so?
Well, it's not really about an aggressive hard sell. It's much more about embedding your brand within this deep cultural fabric. It's centered on trust, respect, community.
Okay.
Concepts like namjae, that real goodwill, generosity, and sabai, that deep sense of comfort, ease.
Right.
They aren't just cultural nice-to-haves.
Right.
They are, effectively, the currency of customer loyalty there. And that really challenges how many businesses, especially maybe from Western markets, typically approach customers. It highlights this huge need for culturally smart strategies.
That's a really powerful difference right off the bat. And, whether you're an entrepreneur actually looking at Thailand or maybe you're just fascinated by cross-cultural stuff and how relationships work in business, this deep dive should be packed with some surprising insights and practical takeaways, too. You might find strategies that work almost anywhere, not just, geographically specific ones.
Definitely.
So our mission today is to really uncover the secrets. How do you convert Thai leads into genuinely loyal customers? We're drawing from a great article that distills some invaluable insights on Thai consumer behavior and localized sales strategies for global businesses.
It's good stuff.
So let's get right into the heart of it. Thai consumer psychology. The article makes it super clear that for Thai consumers, things like emotional connection, respect, that sense of community,
right,
they're really top priorities in how they interact with brands.
Paramount, yeah.
That feels like a major shift from the purely transactional thing we often see elsewhere. How does that really change the game for selling effectively in Thailand?
It completely reshapes it. If you connect it to the bigger picture, it means, product quality, price, they matter. Of course they do.
Right.
But they're rarely the only drivers of loyalty. Thai consumers tend to gravitate towards brands that show real gratitude, empathy, brands that understand their cultural values, much more than brands just pushing aggressive sales tactics.
Okay.
Which raises that key question, how do you authentically show that gratitude? How do you build that strong emotional bond? And the answer is often in these subtle but really significant cultural cues.
And one of those cues, like the article points out so well, is actually pretty simple but sounds incredibly powerful. Just saying thank you. It suggests that a sincere thought backing, which, translates to thank you, but seems to carry a lot more weight than just politeness, can build relationships better than any hard sell.
Yeah.
Can you expand on that cultural weight?
Exactly right. It's a cornerstone. It embodies genuine gratitude and respect. In Thai culture, it isn't just, a quick transactional nod.
Right.
It's a real expression of goodwill, creates an immediate emotional connection. Think of it as cultivating namjae, that generosity of spirit, even in business.
Oh, okay.
When a brand uses it sincerely, it resonates deeply. It signals respect, acknowledges the customer's value, starts a relationship based on appreciation, not just a sale. It's the difference between a cashier mumbling thanks and a heartfelt appreciation that makes you feel genuinely valued.
That makes total sense. So building this trust, it starts right from the first hello, basically. What are some of the first sort of practical steps the article suggests for building trust through communication?
Well, the key is being where your customers are. That's step one. But maybe more importantly, engaging with them on their terms.
On their terms?
Yeah. So that means using Thailand's most popular communication platforms, which are hands down Line and Facebook Messenger. They aren't just apps, they're central to daily life there.
Wow.
But just being there isn't enough. The article really emphasizes active listening, personalized responses, often in Thai, showing empathy, sharing appreciation at every single stage, from the first question they ask to, after sales help.
Okay.
This kind of responsive, respectful chat on their favorite platforms directly helps create sabai, making the customer feel comfortable, at ease, throughout the whole interaction.
That's such a key point about meeting customers where they are. So, it's definitely not enough just to translate your website. You need to truly localize everything, from the ground up.
Okay.
Moving beyond just language to real cultural adaptation. Is that right?
Precisely.
What are the absolute must-dos the article highlights for that kind of genuine localization versus just a simple translation?
Right. Yeah, genuine localization is much deeper. The article really hammers this home. Tailor your strategy from scratch for Thailand. That means, yes, Thai language landing pages.
Obvious first step.
But critically, those pages need local imagery, local designs, messaging that really clicks culturally. So instead of generic stock photos, maybe show images of everyday Thai life, local places, or people who genuinely look like the demographic you want to reach.
Makes sense.
And the messaging should reflect local values, maybe local humor, even just common ways people talk. It's all about creating that feeling of familiarity, like, this brand gets us.
And building credibility. The article mentions using testimonials not just from anyone, but specifically from Thai customers or local partners. Why is that so much more impactful than, say, getting a big international celebrity?
Because it speaks directly to trust within the community, in a culture that really values social connections, reputation. A good word from a local person or business carries serious weight.
Like social proof, but hyperlocal.
Exactly. It's proof from within their own trusted network, not some outsider who might not feel relatable. It signals your brand has already earned some namjai, some respect, right there in Thailand. It's powerful validation. Your product isn't just good, it's culturally okay. Endorsed by people who really get the local scene.
Yeah, okay. But talking about connection and delivery, the medium itself, how people even find you, that's got to be huge too, right? How do Thai consumers typically access things?
Precisely. Because beyond what you say, it's where and how. And on this, the numbers are just, staggering.
Oh, yeah.
A huge 90% of Thai consumers shop on smartphones. 90%.
Wow, 90.
Yeah. It's not just a preference. It's like the main way commerce happens. So the mobile first thing, it's absolutely non-negotiable.
Right.
Your website, your apps, how you communicate everything has to be slick, fast, and sabai on mobile. If your site is clunky on a phone, you're not just maybe losing a sale, you're creating friction. You're undermining that whole comfort vibe customers expect.
That 90% figure really changes how you'd approach your whole digital presence. And it's not just about what you sell, but when and how. Like celebrating with customers during important cultural times, not just selling to them.
Exactly.
The article gives examples like campaigns around Songkran, Loy Krathong. How deep should businesses really go with integrating into that cultural calendar?
Integrating is vital, yeah. These festivals aren't just holidays. They're these deeply rooted moments of community, family, shared celebration. Aligning your campaigns, offering personalized promotions, or even just content that genuinely taps into the spirit of, say, Songkran's fresh start or Loy Krathong's wishes.
Yeah.
That shows respect. It shows you're engaged with the culture.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Like during Songkran, maybe offer deals on family stuff, things people do together, use festive imagery, which people well. During Loy Krathong, maybe bundles for gifts or experiences tied to making offerings. It's about connecting through shared cultural moments, building namjai, that sense of belonging, not just trying to cash in on a shopping season.
So thinking about the sales funnel itself, how do we adapt that specifically? Move beyond just generic global funnels. The article mentions using CRMs like HubSpot, especially because they integrate with Line and WhatsApp.
That's right. Good sales funnels are key, absolutely, for long-term loyalty, but yeah, they need careful adaptation. The article points to systems like HubSpot precisely because of those integrations with Line and WhatsApp.
Because that's where people are.
Exactly. Those aren't just chat apps. They're the digital living rooms for Thai consumers. So the goal is to build dynamic Thai language funnels, offer personalized promotions timed with those cultural events we talked about.
Right.
Imagine, say, a customer looks at swimwear on your site. Then, maybe a bit later, they get a friendly Line message offering a discount specifically for an upcoming beach holiday around Songkran time. That feels super relevant, personal, not pushy.
Okay, yeah, that feels different. But what about those folks who nearly buy, then drop off? Abandoned carts. How do you gently nudge them back without being aggressive, keeping it sabai?
For cart abandoners, the article strongly suggests retargeting, but specifically through Line or Facebook Messenger. Again, use the preferred, less formal channels. Makes it feel more personal.
Okay.
But the message has to be respectful. Maybe just a gentle reminder, an offer to help, perhaps a small incentive, not a high-pressure BUY now thing.
Got it.
And beyond just direct retargeting, encouraging community engagement is huge. You could run polls asking about features people want, invite feedback on new products, maybe even host cultural events online or offline.
So it's not just marketing.
No, these are invitations for customers to feel genuinely involved, heard, part of something shared. That really strengthens that invaluable sense of namjai and belonging.
Which brings us back to CRM, but maybe in a different way.
Exactly. This raises that important question. How do you make your CRM more than just a database? How do you make it a tool that genuinely powers meaningful, culturally sensitive relationships? The article shows it's way beyond just managing contacts.
It sounds like it becomes almost like an extension of your customer service team, maybe even an emotional intelligence hub for the brand.
That's a great way to put it.
The source mentions using 247 line chatbots for instant support, even lead qualification. That seems massive for being responsive, especially in a market that values comfort, ease, ensuring that Sabai experience any time of day.
It truly is. And those chatbots, they're not just about speed. They provide immediate sabai by helping whenever needed without the customer feeling like they're bothering someone or being an inconvenience.
That Krengjai idea again.
Exactly, that consideration, not wanting to impose. So chatbots help with that. And beyond just quick replies, your CRM should also be trying to track sentiment, but in a culturally smart way, understanding the emotional connections.
How do you track sentiment culturally?
Well, it means looking beyond just keywords. Maybe subtle shifts in tone, indirect feedback, which is common in Thai communication because of Krengjai. People might not complain directly. So having an omni-channel view, seeing all interactions across platforms in one dashboard, that's crucial. It lets you piece together the whole story of their engagement and respond with the right empathy and respect.
So it's not just what they do, but how they feel interpreted through that cultural filter. But what about automation? Can you really automate parts of this and still keep that cultural twist, that personal touch?
You definitely can. The article explains you can automate things like lead scoring, follow-ups, even whole nurture sequences in Thai. The key is the automation still has to feel personal, respectful, culturally right. For instance, automated emails or line messages need polite language, no aggressive sales talk, and should be timed sensitively, maybe aligning with local daily rhythms or avoiding awkward times. And crucially, you have to act fast on any feedback, good or bad.
Right. Responsiveness.
Showing you care, especially if something goes wrong, that reinforces the emotional connection, the trust. It shows your brand genuinely has namjai.
Okay, this next section of the article felt like pure gold. For anyone wanting to turn one-time buyers into real advocates, it moves beyond just satisfaction to actively cultivating loyalty through surprise and delight.
Yes.
In Thailand, I'm guessing that takes on a very specific culturally tuned meaning.
It absolutely does. Memorable experiences are what really make fans. The article gives some great specific examples, sending personalized birthday gifts, maybe a handwritten thank you note, or even exclusive previews of new stuff, all delivered in Thai.
That feels very personal.
Exactly. Imagine getting a small, nicely wrapped gift on your birthday from a brand with a polite, heartfelt message. That's a powerful act of namjai from the brand side. That kind of attention to detail, thoughtfulness, it builds genuine affection, loyalty, way more than just another discount ever could.
And it goes into after sales too. Providing Sabai that feeling of comfort, ease through stress-free returns, that's not just generosity, is it? It's about removing stress, removing that Krengjai feeling a customer might have if there's an issue.
Imagine the relief for a customer knowing they won't have a difficult or awkward chat if something's not right. That emotional safety net builds huge trust.
That Sabai experience is priceless then.
It really is. When a customer knows they can sort things out without hassle or feeling bad about raising a problem, it massively reduces that Krengjai they might feel. It fosters security, loyalty.
Makes sense.
And building on that, another great tactic is just over-delivering. Maybe beating delivery times, offering help proactively before they ask, providing some unexpected value. These gestures create huge emotional currency, reinforcing namjai, showing you genuinely care about their well-being beyond just the sale.
So how do we actually measure if we're hitting this kind of holistic happiness, deep loyalty? What metrics should we track beyond just sales figures, which might miss these cultural subtleties?
Yeah, good question. The article outlines a really comprehensive way to measure both the emotional side and the transactional side of loyalty. So beyond the standard customer satisfaction score, CSAT.
Which just tells you if they were satisfied, basically.
Right, just satisfied. It suggests adding a net emotional value score, or NEV. This is much deeper. It aims to gauge holistic happiness. It asks not just if they liked the service, but how the brand made them feel.
Interesting.
Did you create sabai, that comfort? Did you show namjai, goodwill? It's about trying to quantify those crucial emotional bonds that really drive loyalty in a culture like Thailand.
That's a fascinating metric, directly hitting the emotional core. And for community engagement, what are the useful metrics there? What does good engagement even look like?
For community, you'd track your community engagement rate. So measuring how much people participate in polls, share user-generated content, show up for live events.
Are they actually interacting?
Exactly. Are customers actively commenting, sharing their own experiences, joining your forums? That shows how connected your base really is. And the referral index is also key. How often are customers recommending you to friends, family? That's a massive sign of deep loyalty and namjai in a relationship-focused culture. And for all of these, using advanced analytics, maybe from a system like HubSpot, can give you really valuable local insights to keep tweaking your culturally smart strategy.
So if we tie this all together.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, what really stands out is that winning in a market like Thailand fundamentally means understanding and really embedding these cultural values. Namjai generosity, goodwill, sabai comfort, ease, and even understanding krengjai, that consideration in interactions.
They're not just buzzwords.
Not at all. They need to be woven into every single thing you do, from that first contact, the localized communication, through to after-sales community building. It's all connected. It's about building real, respectful relationships first. The sales tend to follow from that.
So what does this all mean for you listening? The article's final thought really sticks. Success in Thailand isn't just about the transaction count. It's about cultivating namjai and creating sabai every step of the way. It's about smartly blending the efficiency you get from CRM automation with a deep cultural fluency to turn those leads into genuine, lifelong advocates. Which honestly makes me wonder, how much of this really sophisticated human-first approach, emphasizing real generosity, respect, creating that deep sense of comfort, how much of that revolutionized customer relationships in any market, not just Thailand? It's definitely something powerful to think about.